If you're laying on your back, you tend to inhale them.
My ears feel like they're being stabbed by a knife.
Hello, lovely friends. How are you doing today? Great. Us too. Thanks very much for asking. I'm in England.
You are? Not for long, though.
But how did I get here?
Well, I feel like you should explain everything.
So I got on a plane.
In 1987, I was born.
So a lot of people have asked me, can you travel to the UK? Yes, Americans can travel to the UK. The only problem is, while the UK is on lockdown, which they've recently come out of the lockier lockdown, hospitality, hotels and things are closed. There was no leisure travel allowed. So lucky me, I have a fiance in the UK. So I didn't need hospitality. So your hospitality.
You got hospitality.
Yeah.
Just it's the non-paid for kind.
Right. So yeah, if you have a place to stay with a friend or family member, technically you can come. You have to stay in self-isolation. I mean, with your person, I guess. But you have to stay in basically for 14 days. Or if your trip is less than 14 days, then you're the length of your trip, which my trip's about 9 or 10 days. So we've just been hanging out here.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
After 10.5 months of not seeing each other.
Yes.
It was very much needed.
Yeah, and a lot of people have asked me, well, what can you do when you travel and lockdown? Because we all need to be sensible and not go out too much and whatnot. So we weren't really planning on going out anyway. So it didn't really matter that...
You barely brought any clothes.
I know, right? So I thought I'd do this video on what to bring when you're going on lockdown.
Okay. I'm going to learn a lot here, I think.
Yeah?
See what you brought along.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I thought this first one would be just general things that I travel with. When I'm packing, I feel like I'm packing for 2 phases. Like, I'm packing to make myself comfortable on a long haul flight because the flight is about 8 hours. And also I'm packing so that I'm comfortable here. So obviously the main thing that we need to travel with, but also, I mean, you might need in lockdown, are masks. So this one I like because you can wear it for a long period of time without giving you mask knee. So it doesn't break your face out. My face, I feel like, is clearing up from having worn regular masks at home. But I think once I start wearing these more frequently, it's gotten a lot better. These are 100% silk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they are breathable in that they let your skin breathe, but they also are really good at catching your droplets coming out of your mouth.
Oh, cool.
And also prevent other people's droplets from coming into your mouth.
Which is what they're all about.
Right. So they're better than cotton, both for your skin and protection wise. But I think I paid about $15 a piece for these on Blissy.
Wow.
So, and I like the way they fit. They're adjustable
Nice.
on the side. So if you're traveling for a long period of time, that's what you want.
Do they fog up your glasses?
Not if I do this. They have a nose bridge wire,
Okay.
which is important. And then if I put my glasses on them like that.
Because whenever I wear a mask, especially the cloth cotton masks,
Yeah.
my glasses fog up.
This works.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be able to fly Delta One, which is first class, and they have those lay flat beds, and so I got to sleep, like I got 5 hours of sleep on the plane, which was amazing. The only thing with the silk mask though is if you're laying on your back, you tend to inhale them. So I do my whole bedtime routine, which I'll get to in a minute, when I'm on a long haul flight. For sleeping, the cloth mask is going to be better because one, it doesn't have any adjustable bits to hurt my ears, but I'm also not going to have my glasses on.
Yeah.
And it's not going to suck into my face like the silk will. While you're out walking around, I'd recommend the silk. We hand wash them in Woolite in a basin. I got this little bag from one of my Quaintly boxes, and it's a little phone booth. It carries like a portable shopping bag, and I was like, I'm not gonna need a shopping bag, so I just stuffed my masks down in it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think I brought about 5 masks with me. I can just clip on my backpack.
Oh, nice.
Or inside my backpack.
Yeah.
Keep them clean. That's like the main thing, is being comfortable in a mask while you're traveling, especially for 8 hours. So I'd really recommend those. The next thing is, like I said, I do my bedtime routine on the long haul flight, which for me means I got this little pill case because I take my AM pills and my PM pills. Staying on the same schedule is important. So we stayed on Eastern time since I've been here.
Well, and I've lived on Eastern time for almost a year now.
Yeah.
Well, over a year.
Yeah, so I'm taking my pills at the same time I would anyway. But so I keep them in my carry-on all together, but I do portion out what I'll be taking on the plane.
It's a good idea.
And I've got an AM and a PM because when you're flying long haul overnight.
Kind of forget what time of day it is.
Yeah. But also I would need my bedtime ones and my first thing in the morning ones. Because I think my flight left at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yeah.
And arrived in the UK at 8:30 a.m.
UK.
Yeah. This little guy keeps them all handy. Also, while flying, I found these earbuds, and they come in this nifty little case. They're called Max Rock earbuds, and you can get them with different ends. This has just a regular audio end so that you can plug it in to your on-screen entertainment on the plane. But the thing I like about these is, like, feel how soft these are.
Oh, you were talking about that. They are. Wow.
Yeah.
That's squishy.
So, like, if you want to sleep in these, if you need audio to help you sleep, then these are, like, super comfy. I have my regular earbuds that go for my iPhone. I use these more than I use
And you
those.
did use them?
Yeah.
Because the regular Apple ones, if you use those when flying, they can really make your ears sore.
Yeah.
And I've experienced that before, where I've had Apple headphones in and gone, my ears feel like they're being stabbed by a knife.
I called you with these during my layover.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I had a layover in Atlanta, and I used these when I was on the phone with you.
Oh, nice, with your iPad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I had you on FaceTime on the iPad.
Oh, nice.
Using the airport Wi-Fi. So I have this little bag that I keep with me, easily accessible in my backpack.
Yeah.
So that if I need to charge something, plug something in while I'm traveling, I've got it handy dandy here. This is a USB-C to lightning cable. This is the first one I've had, but I think I'm a convert now. I think the regular USB is much slower. This is an Anchor power core charger. It's USB-C and USB, and this can charge both my phone and my iPad. I was never in a place where I didn't have access to power, but
It's
if I
always good
was,
to have it just in case.
yeah, it's not quite as beefy as yours. I feel like
No.
yours is really beefy. It gets the job done.
Yours was the same price as mine, and it's sleeker. I feel like because it's newer, yours will be better than the one I've got.
Really?
Yeah, my one's like 3 or 4 years old now, so.
Because I didn't have a USB-C hub, so I got this little plug thing for it. The power cord needs to charge with USB-C, but I didn't have anything to plug that into.
Oh, sure.
So I had to get one of these. Because when I'm in the UK, I just use your Apple chargers.
Yeah.
Because they're regular USB, and they fit in the
UK plug,
outlets. Apple has a transformer, so you don't need to convert the power. It does it itself.
Yeah.
But I did, which I'm glad I had this because I'd need it for the Anchor.
yeah.
But so I only carry one. This is not just an adapter, it's also a power converter, which is important. Don't plug something into the wrong outlet. But so if I'm at Heathrow and I need to charge my phone, then I can just use this guy. It's universal, so it's got several different outlets on it. It's also got some USB.
Oh, cool.
It's a pretty handy dandy little device because it's a surge protector and a power converter and an adapter.
Nice.
So I don't go anywhere without it. And so all my things fit in my handy dandy little bag. So the last thing I do, I get on the plane, all my devices are charged. Sometimes I settle in and watch a movie. Sometimes I just pass out. I always bring melatonin because I use melatonin to sleep when I'm at home. And melatonin's not available for sale in the UK. So
It's an illegal drug.
well, it's not. You can bring it in for personal use. You just can't bring it in to sell. So I bring a small amount of melatonin, how much I'm going to need, and pack it with me in my little PM pill case to take before I go to bed. It knocks me out. But so this is my TSA approved quart size bag. What do you call them?
A bag. There is a measurement, but they provide them at the airport. So I just usually go by that.
Oh, okay.
I've got one that's bigger than that.
Yeah.
That I bring all my stuff.
Oh,
It just
cool.
has to be a clear bag, doesn't it? It doesn't matter about how big it is. It's what goes inside, as long as each item inside isn't over 100 ml.
Well, they're fussy about the size of our bags.
Are they?
They can't be more than like a quart size Ziploc. Other companies have made them where it's the same, which this, I stuck this in here, but this is a quart size Ziploc bag.
Oh, okay.
So volume wise, it just has to be a quart bag. But nobody's said anything to me about this. So this is in all my toiletries, because I've got some upstairs in the shower still. When I pack my liquids, it's really irritating that you have to have all your liquids in the same bag if you're going to be needing liquids during your flight. So I take the ones that I'm going to need during my flight and put them in their own bag inside this bag. So I also have my little wisps. So when I get up, I'm ready to go to bed. I take my inhaler and my wisps with me. But then I also have my little bag. I've got cleansing wipes. These are La Roche-Posay cleansing wipes, micellar water cleansing towelettes. And I had never used these before. I think they're fine for like wiping your face down. I don't travel in makeup. I wouldn't use them as a eye makeup remover because they kind of burn. But just for wiping your face before you go to bed. So I do my whole wipe my face, use a toner pad on my face. So I carry a couple of these little rounds, cotton rounds, and I've got this little bitty bottle of toner. Sometimes sample sizes are better than travel sizes because I think travel sizes can be too big. I mean, I wouldn't need a whole bottle of this for one trip over here.
No.
So I just put a little bit in there. I've got my moisturizer, which is super concentrated, so you don't need very much. And then I've got my Paw Balm, which I put on my lips or my cuticles before I go to bed. And I've also got upstairs a little tube of hand lotion. I mean, we need to wash our hands pretty frequently, but that means that also my hands are getting really dry. So I did bring a slightly larger bottle of hand lotion. I mean, it still fit in the sizes, which is really interesting because so in the US, they do say it's 3.4 ounces, which translates to 100 mils.
Yeah.
But it's easier for our American brains to think in the round number term of 3 ounces.
So it's less.
And so we have this like 3-1-1 rule, which is 3 ounces or less in one 1-quart bag. But really you can have 3.4 because that's 100 mils, which makes so much more sense. I was looking for bottles, just like a travel size empty bottle, and they were all 3 ounces rather than 3.4 ounces. And I was like, you are cheating me out of 20 mils.
Yeah.
But I got everything to fit. And you see me using this at night anyway. It's wintertime, and so like my nose is dry.
Yeah.
But especially on airplanes, everything's really dry. So I use this, it's called Air. I don't know if you can get it in the UK
I've
or
never
not.
seen that before.
But it's just a saline gel, and instead of like using a saline nasal spray, you just put a little bit on your fingers and like rub it around inside your nose. So much better.
Wow.
Keeps my sinuses from getting all dried out.
Yeah.
They say now you can take 12 ounces of hand sanitizer, but I just took this little one. I used it anytime I went to the restroom or touched anything, and I still had plenty. So that's my little bedtime routine, and then I go and I get settled into my chair. If you're sitting upright in economy, then you're going to want a travel pillow. I brought my travel pillow. I wound up not needing my travel pillow.
I've got this awesome thing that it's like an inflatable cushion that you lean forward, you put it on the tray, so if I do fly economy, it's fine. I just rest this thing on the tray, put my hands in them like that.
And it was
so comfortable, yeah. And when I move over to America, if I don't upgrade myself, I'm going to have that.
Yeah.
That'll be my way of flying in comfort.
Yeah. The last thing that I use the most is my refillable water bottle. You're seeing a lot more refilling stations in airports. Quick note, at Atlanta in Concourse F, I found no refillable water bottle stations. So they had water fountains, but that, you know, they've got these inserts in the wall where you just like hold your bottle underneath.
Right.
There are plenty in Concourse E, but there were none in Concourse F, which is, at first my flight was flying out of F, and then they changed it to E. And I got this, I think Katie actually got this carabiner when we went on our kayaking trip to attach our water bottles. I like this one because it's got a straw, because that way you don't have to like figure out what to do with the lid while you're drinking from it. And I do have some lids that I can put on my Swell bottle that have a straw. They're not quite as insulating once you change the lids out. So I really like this bottle. I think I refilled this thing like 10 times at the airport.
Oh, wow.
They brought Dasani water bottles in Delta One.
Yeah.
But I still preferred to use this because I just didn't want all the plastic. Those are my main things to keep yourself comfortable while you're traveling. Word to the wise, I brought my weighted sleep mask. They did not like my weighted sleep mask when I was going through security. So I had it stuffed in my bag because I had everything packed a certain way. So I get my small bag. You don't need a ton of stuff to come walk down with somebody. So I just brought a small carry-on and a small backpack. So they start taking everything out of my backpack, trying to figure out, and I was like, I don't know what it could be. It was the glass beads that make up my weighted sleep mask. So I think going back, I'll just leave it strapped to the outside. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a little like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. I feel like yours is really beefy. I feel like yours is really beefy. I feel like yours is really beefy.